What's up, everybody? Back in our video. Today we got a video that I really don't want to make, but I'm going to anyways. D'Angelo Russell will be missing about 4 to 6 weeks with his left knee injury that he's going to be having surgery on. But let's break down into this injury and what it means for the Wolves. The Timberwolves guard has been having a decent season, not really up to his expectation. He's been putting up 19, 2, and 5. My expected time that he'll be missing here in a game span is from about, at the absolute minimum, 11 games, maybe even 13 minimum games, and it could be up to 20 games max, which is absolutely terrible for our team. We need him back really badly. It's really, really good that we have guys like Rubio, though, still, who just came off of his game of the season with 4 threes and 16 points against the Raptors, but it's really good that we stacked up on guards because of something like this. The bad luck just continues for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It really sucks to see Karl-Anthony Towns legit just returned from injury and from his coronavirus symptoms and conditioning and all of that. And now D'Angelo Russell will be out for 4 to 6 weeks. It's just extremely bad news. When I heard this news, I was so devastated because we want to see these guys together. Since the trade happened, they've only played 5 games together. That's insane. So now over this time span without D'Angelo Russell, the Wolves are really going to be looking for Anthony Edwards to step up, and massively they're going to want to see massive improvement still from Ricky Rubio. We want to see a lot more of what he did last game, getting 16 points and I believe 5 or 6 assists. We want to see a lot more of that from him. This whole season, Rubio's kind of been underperforming. To be honest, I don't really blame him because he's been with the team for such a little time, and it's just such a weird offseason, really no spring training or anything like that. But Rubio really needs to kick it in now. I still wouldn't worry to the point of, our season being over yet. We're 7-20. There's so much time left. We're still only 5.5 games out of the play-in tournament. I definitely think Towns will get us closer to that play-in. I do feel like when D'Lo comes back, we'll be around the same area, close to the play-in, maybe even a few less games. Maybe we're 3 games back at that point, because I think Towns is just going to help us out tremendously more than D'Lo was when it was just him. This also does mean guys like Jordan McLaughlin and Jalen Noel, the Wolves' backup point guards, are going to also have to step up because they'll be getting the primary backup role over this new time span. I actually think also Anthony Edwards might move into a little bit of the guard. Maybe even Malik Beasley. I kind of think he'll be playing the shooting guard dominantly. But those dudes are going to need to step up, and we're going to have to use a lot more of their G League games, their two-way games, which I wouldn't want to do this early, but we're going to have to. The Timberwolves did get a little bit of a break, though, believe it or not, with this D'Angelo Russell injury, knowing that the All-Star break is coming up, so that'll have it a 5-day period span of when the Timberwolves don't play basketball, and he can just heal without, not being available, I guess you could say. So, if the All-Star break wasn't happening, it would probably be 2 to 3 more games that we'd be missing of him, so it's nice to see that those games, he won't be missing. My big fear of this injury is if he comes back and maybe re-aggravates it and is out for the season. I really hope he comes back extremely strong, and I really, really hope he's not out for the full 6 weeks. It would be awesome if he was just out for the 4 weeks, based off the injury that he's having and the surgery he's having. So if we can get him back in 4 weeks, I'm completely fine with that based off what he's got going on. The 6 weeks, if he needs it, let him take it. But I really hope this isn't something that keeps him out for the next 2 months. So I plan to see Ricky Rubio getting about 30 minutes per game. It could be really good if he turns back into his old self, because he was absolutely dominant his first tenure with the Timberwolves. And I really hope he starts finding and using Towns better. I wasn't a massive fan of what I saw from Rubio with Towns in that pick and roll game. I feel like he was just way too slow trying to get Towns the ball, because Towns was constantly up behind the three-point line, and I feel like that's something D'Angelo can do. And when D'Angelo's here, the pick and roll game is just absolutely insane because of how good his mid-range jumper is. That's also something we're missing with Towns, because Naz Reid wasn't just a massive threat by any means when he was starting. Sure, he was still a good threat, but he's not a Karl-Anthony Towns threat, I should say. It's also pretty reassuring to know how well Malik Beasley's been playing right now, so hopefully he can fill some of that void that we'll be missing from D'Lo. In his last 7 games, he's been putting up almost 25 a game and 46% from 3. He's been absolutely phenomenal in this last 7-game stretch. If he can keep it up, us missing D'Lo won't be, as bad as it could have been. So he's got to step up also. Just everybody has to step up total. Some news on Jarrett Culver. He should be returning by the end of next week, I would assume. This ankle injury is a little longer than I expected, the sprain, but it's all right. He'll be coming back soon also. So thanks to everybody who watched this video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to bring more of this type of content to the channel. I think I'm going to be dropping maybe an Anthony Edwards type of video next when I do one of these. I really hope we can beat the Lakers tonight so I can drop the game highlights. That would be absolutely amazing. The Lakers do not have Anthony Davis, so it's kind of an equal blow, I guess you could say. D'Lo and Davis are out, even though Davis is definitely a lot better than D'Lo. But thanks guys so much for watching. I really hope this Wolves bad luck can end soon. It's just been going on for way too long, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.